Yes, people, welcome to Never Found in the Morning. If you've never been here, this is where we do a weekend roundup. If not, well, then you already know the drill. Monts will be joining us, but you know what? I'm going to call him out. This guy has been screaming, you know what? New year, new me. I'm back. Twitter, you can see it. Being up since 8 a.m.s, back on course. And guess what? He's not here. Yeah, he's late again. Shock. Now he's asking me for the code so we can log in. Wow. Anyways, I'm gonna drop him the code anyway, so you can drop it. I just thought I'd call him out, innit? But like George actually has work. Like he's actually going to be late. Ty as well, so he's gonna also be late. So don't worry about that. It will be in due time. Other than that, Kunle, man, take it away.
Oh yeah, now my people. It's your dark skinned man from the motherland. If you didn't know before, today you go understand. And big up all my Super Eagles. Tonight is the night where we qualify for the next stage. Good vibes. Super Eagles, we still got a Cartel Boss as our coach. We're still playing vibes football, but we're still in it. AFCON is probably one of the most unpredictable tournaments that there is in international football, and it's not disappointed so far. So I'm excited about that. And also, my team won on the weekend. Big up the man, them though.
What did I see? What did I just see?
You just saw it, bro. When you haven't won all 2024, bro, it's a big week for me, mate.
Yeah, that nigga's starving. You're starving. That's what it was. You were starving. But even Kaz,
bro, this is how I knew this. Hey, this is how I knew there was a problem this year. All my post-match interviews at Tunnel has been negative all year. And I was like, "Raw, I'm smiling, good vibes, good energy." It was crazy, man.
I said
everyone smash the likes.
I know you've watched it, Kunle. Kaz definitely watched it. I said on BSP. Kaz is gash. You know Omar. You see Omar from the Wire. Omar's coming, and Kaz thinks we're all gonna scatter.
Wait.
Yeah, legendary. Listen, people in the comments, if you've not watched The Wire, go watch that.
This is the one. This is what I'm saying. You think Daps can ever escape? Yeah, you have to listen to that, boy. I don't mind. But yeah, man, look. Just let it run.
Best TV show ever, man.
Yeah, man.
Don't at me.
We're gonna be talking about the weekend results. Obviously, there's only 2 games to talk about, but we're gonna dive that in with the title race talk as well. And then also, and then also get people's thoughts on that. People that want to know, yes, I watched an AFCON game. I was impressed. I liked the fight at the end. It was great. Congo got battered. Congo got bumped. Sorry, not bad. They got bumped. They should have won that game. Refereeing was absolute disgrace, in my opinion. But I've been informed that, that's nothing shocking in AFCON, apparently, with the refereeing. But yeah, man. But yeah, Roms, man. Look, Liverpool, many were doubtful. No one can deny that we were doubtful. That's his favorite line. I'm not trying to knock Liverpool, but then going time.
His best line is whoa. And the hands come out.
You know what? Daps hasn't done that in a while. He hasn't done that in a while, to be fair.
It's because I take the piss out of it now, isn't it? He consciously tried to not do it.
Yeah, man. Look, your team won 4-0 yesterday. Nothing but praise for them. I can't lie. You can't knock a 5-0. You can't knock a 4-0. You can nitpick as much as you want. The only thing that's a bit nitpicky with the whole, obviously, Liverpool's thing was your first halves are pretty much all the same, and then your second halves are pretty much all the same as well. Do you get what I mean? So,
but I don't watch Liverpool games to the 70th minute now, but it's long, bro. You don't learn anything the first 70. Last 20, then everything happens, bro. Literally.
Interesting stat as well. Every game that Jota has scored for Liverpool, he has not lost.
See, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. But
Yeah, that's
our most natural finisher.
Isn't that stat still on for Jesus? It's still going.
I mean,
It is.
is it?
That's
Wait, every goal
weird.
Jesus
That's
scored in.
yeah. He's
Well, I
never
mean,
lost when he
that
scored.
can't be that many
That's
games.
weird.
Though, could it?
Yeah,
That
it's
couldn't
not
be
that
that
many
many.
games anyway, but yeah.
Is that why are we doing this, bro? We both celebrated the
just saying.
victory on the weekend. Big victories, clean sheets, and we're rivals for what reason?
Wait, did
Let's
Hayes
just have
score on
fun
the
today, mate.
weekend? Wait, Hayes didn't score on the weekend, did he?
Nah.
You assisted,
What
didn't
about what about Lil African youth? Lil African youth. What about him?
it?
They're all in the AFCON. They're all at AFCON, bro. All African youths.
No, Lil African youth. No, what about him?
AFCON. Yeah. And then he's in AFCON. Yeah. No African youths at Arsenal, bro. They're in Africa, bro.
Okay.
Back to the game. Can't lie. I didn't predict a 4-0. I thought we would just edge that game. But what can I say? Boys just week in, week out, keep on proving me wrong. I didn't think we'd beat Arsenal. We beat Arsenal. Newcastle I knew would win. This game, weeks ago, I predicted a draw. Then I said, saw the lineups. No Otara, no Semenyo. I think Senesi was suspended. Lloyd Kelly come back from injury. They had bare absentee. I said, we'll win this now. Won't be easy, we'll win this. But 4-0, Kanate, special mentions to Kanate, McAllister. Bradley's doing his thing. I still don't think he's there, but listen, he's doing his thing. He's coming into the squad, not looking out of place. Jota just doing Jota things. Diaz, you know what I mean? Diaz he needs to rise the level a bit. But Kanate, listen, Kaz, you know we've done brunch shows where I've been critical of him. I have to shut up now, bro. Last month or two, I know Welcome's probably going to get the baby oil and tissues out. I know Welcome loves Kanate, but bro, listen, it's a nice feeling. Wembley bound as well. Going to get nice draws to Fulham. Listen, it's nice being a Liverpool fan at the moment, man. It's nice being a Liverpool fan.
Can I call out something?
By the way, Tom predicted 4-0, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Done.
No. Tom.
Some little
He said done.
on
He didn't believe it, but he said it.
Yeah. Can I call something out?
What? When
Don still thinks he has a better project than you, man. So I doubt he believes it.
Listen, I'm gonna confiscate Don's Daps. No more waves for him. So don't worry. Anyway, Roms, I'm not sure whether I can put you in this category. I don't know if it was you. I know it was Kaz. Kaz is already done at it. So Kaz is already.
Why am I done at it?
Saying it? Roms, I can't quite remember if you agreed or not. So I'm not
say
sure
it and then I'll confirm.
there was a brunch show that we did about a month or so back, maybe a little bit more. And we was talking about Upamecano and Kanai.
I did agree with Kaz.
Yeah, so
you got me.
Please share the statement, Mons. I wasn't there. I wasn't present. Please share it.
Yeah, these men were telling me there's no difference between Upamecano and Kanai.
You are an absolute.
Say they're the same.
You're cheap.
Men were telling me they're the same. The fucking cheek. Fucking cheek. And worst thing is, I was critical of Kanai. I was saying, cool, he's not pulling his weight. He's not doing well.
But he's still better. Yeah.
But compare him to that bum is mad. Mad. If Upamecano starts in your defense, you always have a chance. The opposition always have a chance. So he can never compare him to our French genius again. Our French prodigy. Please.
Mons, do you know what is with my thing with Kanate? Yeah? It's not him on the ball, bro. It's everything off the ball. My thing tonight is I don't think he's that intelligent. Remember the instance yesterday where he dived and he didn't have to then. Yeah. I think Clive had a shot. But the last six, 7, maybe 8 games, let's say 2 months, bro, he's been intelligent. Bar the Arsenal foul early in we conceded the goal, he's been excellent. I can't say anything.
I'm not even gonna say he's this world class. But listen, it's just right now.
He's always had that potential to get there since Leipzig days. Him and Upamecano were always there. It's just obviously
it's taking some time with the injuries and stuff.
It's like most offenders. He might just be coming of age a little bit. You know what reminds me of Bonds and everyone. Is I know you're gonna start. There's gonna be Saliba comparisons with him sooner or later again, but because that's what was happening before. But it kind of reminds me of Matip when he first joined, he kept getting injured, and then he had that season where he just didn't get injured. and then you won the league. I think it was. I'm not saying you're gonna win the league like just because of that alone, innit? Theories and whatever, but he's having an injury-free season, like as in he's generally playing minutes. You know, he's taking over the reins. Like, remember, Matic was the one that was starting for you lot this year, and all of a sudden he took the reins, and he's pretty much been flawless since then, other bar the Arsenal thing. So, you know, like Kanai is he's right now, he's a unit. He has all the attributes. You talk about him being erratic off the ball. I can't lie, off the ball, he looks quite mature at the moment. Like I remember Bournemouth pressing him yesterday. Instead of him trying to just like literally hook it long, like he'll just pass it back. Yeah, he'll just pass it backwards. Or you see McAllister doing like just giving him a bit more of an option, and he's not the only one that comes deep. It's weird. Bro, Curtis Jones was like, I mean, Harvey Elliott was everywhere yesterday. You know, that right hand side, Elliott was balling out like as in on the basic level. In my opinion, I like that about a player though. Obviously, people like hard workers and stuff, but
I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday was the. Yesterday was the first. Go on.
Quick opinion, yeah, because me and Mons were discussing it on VSB. I need to give big plaudits to Joe Gomez because, bro, he's playing out of position and he looks stellar. That assist was Trent-esque. But I'm not ask you to something because me and Mons disagreed on something, yeah. When Robbo comes back, do you think he just comes straight back into this team?
You know where it is? Yeah? I let Kunle.
Personally, because he's doing so well, I don't think Klopp is in a position where he has to rush Robbo back into the side. I think he'll ease him in, like maybe give him like 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, then maybe start the third game he's involved in. But because he's done so well, like there's no reason for you to take him out, really. But I don't know. Like Klopp seems also like a manager with favourites, so you never know. Because I don't think he will.
Eventually, Robbo's our best left back when
he's going to get back.
He's going to start. What me and Monster say, you know, and I hear it, Robbo's that good. The minute he's fit, he's coming straight back in. I'm like, what would that do for Gomez comment that I've mashed all this work the last month or two? Then the minute the main left back comes back, you dropped. But then Monts made a good point. In a title race, it is fine margins and you want your best 11 out there, which I get. But I think both can be right at the same time because I think it'll be unfair.
What do you want to do, Rob? What would you rather?
I want to see Jerry G there for a bit longer still because he's playing out of his skin. This is the best we've seen him in months. You could say years. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't rush Robbo straight back in. And listen, I haven't had a shoulder dislocation, but I've got a friend that has. God forbid it doesn't happen, but it can pop back out easily. Easily.
I'm that friend.
Have you had? Two friends.
When I was banging gym, my right shoulder went in it after doing pull downs and whatnot. And then no joke, 6-week recovery, 2 weeks of actually trying to stretch it. Bro, it's a reoccurring injury. I can't get rid of it. It's a joke. But yeah, big up Jules, man. Look, Jules, I've noticed something about you. Yeah,
Jules.
You're always wearing the same colors. It's either white, purple,
or blue, isn't it?
No other colors. Literally, you're shameless.
I can't even lie. I'm about to go gym. This is my gym shit, man. It's like, that's what you catch me all the time, like, in the mornings, man.
What are you saying, though, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good, and of course, always got to wear white as well. And representing my team, you already know that. But we didn't play this weekend, so I can't even lie. I'm just waiting for my team to play. But apart from that, it was good to see, you know, some of the other teams play. Arsenal finally get a win. Like Kunle's finally got a smile on his face. Finally start to show up to shows. Because certain man just disappeared for the past month. I ain't spoken.
Hey, when have I not shown up to shows, George? What are we doing here? What are we doing there calling me out for other people's responsibilities, man?
There was a couple of shows you were hiding from. Let's not lie.
Not a single show. Guys, has there been a show that I've hid from? That I've been invited to? Obviously, yesterday I was a little bit ill, but we'd won that game. I've never hid from anything. I've turned up to every show I've been invited to.
You know, we've been on a lot of shows these past 2 weeks, and I ain't seen a lot of Arsenal fans. Kunle, you're usually here.
Bro, every show I've been invited to, I've shown up. If you don't invite me, I'm not just going to gate crash the party.
You're not a guest no more. That's what it is. You're like part of the house. You're part of the furniture.
Yeah, you're part of the furniture.
You have to be invited. You just say, look, I'm coming on this tonight.
Or send me the link, yeah?
When you win,
but Kaz likes to police me, bro. He likes to police me, say, nah, tomorrow, bro. It's too crazy tonight, bro. Tomorrow.
The first thing you say, send me the link. Send me the link. I'm coming.
Yes, Kaz likes to police me. He's like, it's too crazy tonight. If you go on there, it'll be even crazier tomorrow. Let's leave the crazy for tomorrow.
It depends on who's on and what the personalities are, because Kunle talks over people. Yeah, not his fault. Sometimes I know it is his fault, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And if you add a Kanebi or you add another erratic name into it, let's say a personality, then all it's gonna be is a shouting fest. What's the point? What's the point? Do you get what I mean? It's like I'm trying to do little things differently here, trying to land our point. You know what I mean? But now we've gone off topic because of George. Anyways, you know what I mean? George,
Bruv, this is what he does. I'm telling you, if whenever George has not got the do-rag on, it's to distract, man. That's it. There's nothing to talk about. He's got nothing to talk about football-wise, just to distract, man, bro. That's it.
But yeah, man. Look, back to the Liverpool game. Look, it's tough settings out here, man. Look, you're gonna talk about title race and everything along them lines, and contenders, being it, done it, got the sort of players, and they don't even need a Trent and, you know, Salah right now. It's crazy, months, man. Like, bro, I hate your club with a passion, man. I hate talking good on your club. You loving it?
Nah, listen, like last season, yeah, I used to have bare spots and shit. Like Liverpool just giving me bad skin, bad sleeping pattern, life choices. Some of them were left and right. Look how smooth my skin looks. That is top of the league. You see it, Roms. Go like this from Roms. Go like this. Yeah. You see that? Look how smooth, brother. You see? Hey, listen. Yeah, listen. You see when you can have all these man missing and still smack a team 4-0. Remember, Bournemouth ain't no scrubs. They smacked you, man.
Can I just chime in once? They hadn't lost at home in the Premier League since October. So when people are like Liverpool should just win this, nah, it wasn't as easy as that.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm thinking raw. Like Jurgen really got everyone glowing. He's even got the fans glowing, skins all popping and that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't complain, man. Top of the league, 5 points clear. These man, you know when man going, fuck's sake, they just keep fucking winning. You know when man are doing that, you're doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Now, the real challenge is Chelsea and Arsenal. When you get, listen, if we get through those two, if we get 6 points out of 6, yeah, I'm gonna say something very mad in it. I will say something.
Hey, you've been saying a lot of mad things all season, Monts. But real talk, this weekend, I won't lie, Roms and Monts, this is the first weekend where I was like, shit. And that video is still on the internet. You know the video I'm talking about, Monts?
Which
one? The one that I was tagging you in like 3 times last year, where I said Jurgen Klopp will never win the Premier League again. It's still circulating the internet. I'm like, yo, this is the first weekend I've been nervous. I won't lie.
If we confiscate, if I end up confiscating flipping, if I confiscate what's his name? If I confiscate Boonali's the shiny thing, and I confiscate Don's Daps, and we smoke up Chelsea and Arsenal, I promise you right now, the mad thing is coming. The mad thing. I'll just say, if you know me from 2 years ago, you know what I'm gonna be.
You do. Let's just say it nice and proud.
Them 2 words.
Them 2 words. As I said,
you heard it here.
You
just said it. No, you just said it. Now own it. You just said it, so own it.
No, I haven't said it.
No, say it. Say it.
You're so
if you beat Chelsea and Arsenal, you're doing the quad.
You're so far away from me in the table, you do not get to tell me what I can.
I'm the host. I tell you whatever I want. I'm the host. I tell you whatever I want once.
I can't even hear you right now. Either way, let's just go back to Jurgen. Slips out there. Sorry.
Hey, flashbacks of 2 years coming to haunt you. Shake it off, bro. Shake it up.
Sorry. Anyway, do you know what's funny though? Cass, no, point about on a serious thing. Now that I've got this energy about me, now man are telling me once, don't jinx it. You're talking mad.
And then they always say once, don't be late.
Wasn't I the negative Nancy? The other show? Wasn't I the negative Nancy?
Yeah. I mean, you still ain't spoke nicely on Darwin Núñez or something.
I was getting to it.
Wow. All right, man. Sorry.
Getting to it. Listen,
the messenger.
Listen, I'll be real. You see the front line for me. That's the thing. Archroms, that's the one thing I was most concerned about, was where the goals are going to come from without Trent being the supplier and obviously Salah being our next second of kin supplier, let's just say. I wasn't sure if Nunes was going to pull his socks up. Diaz. Jota, I was quite confident we'd probably get a goal. I feel like he was definitely scoring today and he obviously got the brace. But for me, up until halftime, I didn't really see a goal coming. But you know what Liverpool are like what Conley said. Second half is where we get active. It's been a recurring feature this whole season. We get so active in the second half. And Darwin Núñez, 2 excellent finishes. For me, left wing might be the new position for him. Jota through the middle. Diaz, maybe the less said the better. But he's now got less goals than Martinelli, so I'm gonna have to hold that one for now until he goes and bags a goal.
Hold that, bro.
I'm gonna have to hold that one still.
So that spot's just up for grabs, really. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it?
Meaty wingers.
Huh?
I know my team ain't got none of those, bro.
Well, you got all live wingers, yeah. Tell us them. Tell us their names, bro. Werner, Solomon. Who else? Who are your sick wingers? Who else you got?
Werner's played one game.
Johnson. Hey, Brian Gill and that. Not even Hill, bro. Gill. Fuck the Hill, bro.
Don't forget the mixed race Dan James.
Hey.
But
I keep forgetting these mixed race.
Jurgen, I feel like people were talking about Ange's manager of the season so far. People were talking about Unai Emery as manager of the season so far.
Oh, Klopp deserves it.
If he was to do PFA Player of the Year or PFA Manager of the Year, whatever you call it,
or Mona of the Year,
right now, I'll be real. Jurgen Klopp takes the cake now over Unai Emery, and for me, Trent and Salah,
Why?
Wait. For what?
No. Why Klopp has done a better job this season than Unai Emery?
Because they're 5 points clear, top of the league, most goals, least conceded, best goal difference, and we've had injuries, a lot of injuries.
Bro, you're 5 points clear at the top from Aston Villa as well. You do know that they should be nowhere near you if Klopp's to win this.
Right. Well, either way, Villa came. Where did Villa?
They finished
seventh. No, they finished sixth. No.
Seventh.
Where did Villa finish?
Seventh.
They finished seventh, and they're what? Fourth.
Third, fourth. They're in fourth.
We finished fifth and we're now first.
All right, they are. No, they're right. They're fourth.
Hey, Mons, what are we doing here, bro?
What are we doing?
Has Klopp not won a Premier League title before? Has he not won a Premier League title before?
All right, let me put it this way. No, let me put it this way. What more does Klopp have to do to be manager? What more? We're 5 points to the top of the league, most goals, least conceded, best goal difference. We have a player with the most goals and the most assists in our team. The same guy. Yeah. I believe we have nearly the most clean sheets as well.
Hey, so, Klopp's doing what he should be doing, bro. He's doing what he should be doing, bro.
Because you know what it was?
So what more?
My injuries.
Hold on. What more does Jurgen Klopp have to do to get manager of the season? So, be the best within the shout. Or right now being the lead manager.
No, he is in the shout.
No, he can get manager of the year if he wins the league, but he's not the best manager of the season so far.
Right now.
Yeah, I'm talking about right now. He's not the best manager right now. It's Unai Emery.
Fair enough.
Unai Emery.
That's fine. We have to be 20 points clear.
Because look, hold on. The reason why it's Unai Emery, Mons, is because
wait, one second, couldn't they? You land and then Jules land afterwards.
Okay.
The reason,
first of all, big up the guy that follows me on every stream just to call me a fake Nigerian. I'm not going to say his name because that's what he wants. Big him up though. I hope that helps. Also, I would say the reason why it's Unai Emery is because Unai Emery's got people thinking Villa can actually win the title this season, and no one was thinking that.
You wanted them.
He's fourth.
Nah, I'm not one of them, but still.
George, one second, George. What did you like?
Let Mom go. I want. No, sorry, Roms. I want to say.
I'm short and sweet, and I was included in this. Listen, Liverpool fans in the chat, I was included in this, but it was Liverpool aren't even that good. Watch when they play against this team. The playing style ain't sustainable. Take out their best players, they're gonna and. We've literally answered every question. Even I down my own team, but it's got to a point after sharp. Whenever people put us down or they're going to stumble here, they're going to stumble there, we just keep proving week in, week out without our big hitters wrong. So for me, I would say it's a toss-up between Klopp. I haven't even put Emery in because, Villa have done fantastic this season. But I think with Andrew and Klopp and the injuries, I think it has to be a toss-up between them two. But Emery, nah. Because, listen, my prediction started the season, I expected Villa to be where they are. They're the proof's in the pudding. I said they'll finish 5th or 6th. So this don't surprise me. He's a quality manager. But, yeah, maybe if he wins conference along with it, which is a big possibility, then you could chuck him in there. But I think it's Klopp and Ange, man. This Emery talk, nah, it's a bit too early.
I'm all for this Ange prop.
Too early.
Obviously, 2 months ago, everyone was saying this mate guy is a fraud.
Mate.
Mate. That's what I used to hear. Everyone would come on the team and go, mate. Kunle would go, you're right, mate. This is all I used to hear. So he's a fraud, apparently.
See, we are, mate. See, we are.
So we are, mate. But Aston Villa, you keep doing this 5 points clear thing once. Look, you're 5 points clear. Well done for the position you guys are being in. You have to look at the expectation versus the performance. Yes, Liverpool's expectation for some people was that they might be battling for top 4. But a lot of people that have watched Liverpool over the past 6 to 7, 8 years, who have had the likes of Mo Salah, the likes of Virgil van Dijk, you have world-class team, a world-class player.
They were world-class players. They were washed last season. I don't want to hear that.
All right, months.
Are they still washed?
When you got to do,
I don't think George was one of the crew that said they were washed. Continue, George.
No. But George, I know George has a brain though. I know George was one of the people that didn't write us off, but that don't mean the general public didn't.
I said from the start of the season, you guys would be pushing. I said from the start of the season, you guys would finish above. I said specifically, Kunle, they would finish above you guys. So don't get into this back and forth with me.
No, but I just bigged you up, George. Is this complex against Arsenal so crazy, bro? I bigged you up.
Is here, yeah. A lot of people expected Liverpool to be battling out for this challenge, a title challenge. Maybe not be ahead of all the teams. Yeah, look, we can give it. You're doing better than people expected, but people still expect you to be in this conversation. No one expected Aston Villa to be where they are. Like you said, you're 5 points clear. You're 5 points clear of Aston Villa. Aston Villa are joint third, level on points with Arsenal, who are supposed to be the second best team in the league. They've only got 4 losses this season, so they've not lost too much. I believe their home record, are they not still unbeaten at home? If not, they've got 1 loss at home or something like that.
Right. Just saying.
No, all right, cool. We beat you guys. You only lost against us. I hear it.
No, we said at home. George told you that. We said at home.
You just have to mention, innit? You have to mention it. And also, behind you in Liverpool, they are they're one of the highest goal scoring teams in the league. So you just have to look at what Unai Emery's done for this Villa team. Such a short space of time as well. He's not been at Liverpool for 7-8 years to be establishing himself, having this established way, this style. He's had to do this whole revamp in his first transfer window with the team. Embed his style and make them play the way he wants, as well as the improvements of the performance of this individual players we're looking at. John McGinn, Ollie Watkins, looking like world beaters right now. You just have to give it to Unai Emery, give him his props. I know you're trying to do the Jurgen Klopp stuff. Like 2 years ago, there was a few people on here saying that Jurgen Klopp out, but now let's give Unai Emery his props. He's definitely been the best manager in the world, best manager in the Premier League this season. There's no doubt about that.
Getting Villa challenging for a title was more impressive than having Liverpool challenging for a title.
That's not how manager season works. This is cute, yeah. Let me do some of these super chats because I don't want it to go away too soon and I'll forget about them. Let me just quickly do it. Big up honesty, by the way, for both super chats. He says people forget in our shit season, Konate Ibo was our best defender. The thing with Konate is his availability, and sometimes he is too rash at times. But in the air, he don't lose 1-on-1. He don't lose either. No, that's quite true. To be fair, that's a fair comment. And then he says top of the league with a new midfield. Only lost 1 game, injuries, and be honest. And you can even quote that 1 game was a bit of a disaster. All of you said that Liverpool are done after last season. We are still in every competition. Don't disrespect my manager. And then Giovanni says, stop. He's a world-class manager. The position we are in is the expectation. The players were washed in part because of Klopp.
Facts. But also, wait, I just wanted to go back to what the other guy said, yeah. Honestly, two chats ago, where what did he mention? He mentioned regarding not the Konate stuff, the one after that.
He's talking about the second one. You talk about this one.
Yeah. So they talk about this change of the midfield. For one, you're changing 3 players in your team that is already established. Every other player in that team, the attack and the defense, has been at that team for a while, a couple years. The system does not need to change. Yes, you got a new midfield. You guys just brought 3 players in to be embedded into a system that's already been there for 6 years. So when they come into the team, they all know their roles. Yes, they've got to get used to their roles, but it's very easy to get used to your roles when you've got Robbo, who's been there for 5 years, who can tell you how to do your role. Trent on the right side, who's been there for 5 or 6 years, who can tell you where you need to be and how to do your role. So there's all this hype about new midfield.
Alisson, Van Dijk, don't miss those guys out, bro.
It's literally, of course, it's been easy for them guys to come into the team and settle in.
They still have to do the role, bro.
I get that, but have we not seen a lot of those players?
I think you're forgetting one candidate here. Look, I think for me, if I like a bit of the underdog story a little bit, yeah, but I think everyone's got a case. Unai Emery's got a case, but that could change if he gets knocked out by Chelsea in the FA Cup. In my opinion, if we're being real with it, because that expectation, you're putting expectation on him. Same with Ange.
Yeah, but we're talking right now, Kaz.
But we're talking right now. But I'm going to talk about the consensus. Also, I think Ange, because he had to face the most adversity in the league on top of Eddie Howe, but the one that succeeded with it, that's still in and amongst it, is Ange Postecoglou. We ripped them off after Harry Kane left, and we didn't believe in it at first. Even some Tottenham fans.
I want to shout out. I'm sorry, he's always here. Big up Daniel. He's a Villa fan, and
yeah. No, I know.
He's asking bare questions. Why can't Villa win the league? Tell me.
Big up Daniel. But
big up, man, every time, bro.
I writ off Liverpool. Actually, a lot of people did. We said they were washed and everything like that. And he had to rebuild a whole midfield. And to be fair, we was talking about like life after so and so and whatnot. Like Trent getting back to his best. I think Klopp's top of the league, and right now, I think everything that Mont said at the start, when he comes to Klopp, is a good shout. You ain't won nothing yet, obviously, but right now they're in the equation. One person we're forgetting is that man all the time, and you're gonna say, but it's just the norm. It's Pep Guardiola. He had to go to Saudi. Bear in mind, this brother just went on and won the Club World Cup. He was so many points behind. We were saying they don't look the same, and all of a sudden, right, one game in hand against Liverpool, and they're 2 points behind. Why has he not got mentioned right now? Because before, no Haaland, no KDB. That's two main stakes.
We don't like having to praise.
No, but they lost Mahrez, they lost Gundogan, you know. So we were talking about they're not the same. We're talking about Mateus Nunes and Kovacic as their replacements potentially, and obviously Doku coming in. But I'm just saying they also deserve a shout as well. Honestly, when another super chat says we can truly rate Ange when it's pressure and expectation on Spurs, because for me there is no expectation and pressure at the moment on Ange. I think there's a consensus. It's fair, but at the same time, I think he's done wonders in 6 months. But yeah, go on.
No, but do you? No, hold on. No, you go first.
Mine's quick. Just to double down on what Honesty said as well. Let's be honest, Ange has done an excellent job, but he did get knocked out of the first cup competition that was available to him. You know, George, he didn't have to make all them changes. 2 or 3 changes would have been fine. Not 9 wholesale changes.
Let's be honest here. I agree, but this was his second month in charge of the team. He's trying new things out. It didn't go wrong. It's not always going to go right, innit? You got to try things out.
The context of things, George. What do you want? What do you want?
I'm cutting everyone up for a second. Hold on, I'm cutting everyone off for a second because I've just gone back all the way on Never Found, looked at the predictions. I'm cutting everyone off for a second. I'm cutting everyone fucking off for a second. Yeah? So first of all, Daps, you're lucky you're not here today. You are lucky you're not here today. I see you in the comments, and I hope you are watching right fucking now. Yeah, right now. Hello, Daps. So didn't yesterday Daps say that he predicted Liverpool to be in the title race with City yesterday?
No, he said
No, go on.
No,
go
I
on.
think
go on.
I listened. I know because I listened to it. I don't think he said he didn't predict them at the start. I think afterwards he was mentioning between Liverpool and Arsenal that side that he didn't knock Liverpool. If he had to back anyone,
that's not.
He said in the summer. He said Kaz in the summer. Who did I say was going to push Liverpool to Man City all the way? And Kaz said Liverpool.
No. So Kaz,
Let me land. I do believe he said, because he mentioned this before. No, because he mentioned this before. He said if he had to back between Liverpool and Arsenal, about if I ever got in a race with them, he's going to back Liverpool to do it. That's what I remember him saying beforehand.
Now I'm going to tell you what I've just watched.
His predictions might have said different. By the way, I've got them. Do you want me to bring them up?
No.
I'm gonna bring them up anyways. Let me see if I can get them.
No.
Oh,
Kaz,
okay.
I'm going
Then-
by.
oh,
Wait, was that
Don't
Daps?
do that.
That's
Don't do
the
that.
wrong
No,
one.
no, don't do that. I'm going by the individual picks. Yeah.
This was
Hold on,
Daps'
hold on.
prediction.
That's how
Are
you
you,
look.
are you gonna let him get out, Cass, or are you gonna keep?
Listen,
No, but this is prediction. He put them third.
Listen, I've just watched it. I just watched it with my own eyes. Yeah, I went on mute and I muted this and I watched it. Yeah, that said it. Liverpool don't get a DM.
No, but let's hear what you heard, Mons. I don't want to hear it from you.
Oh no, he said United fourth. He said he's not sure. He said how about this? Liverpool and Arsenal was not the conversation. It was Liverpool and United. It was Liverpool and United. It was third and fourth. It was, I'm not sure. He said, he said United with another year could maybe challenge for the title, or maybe build on what they've done with the third place, which was valid at the time. That was valid at the time, the United call. But he said if Liverpool, he said it depends if they get a DM or not. If they don't get a DM, then it's a toss-up between them two. Second, I'll go Arsenal, and City, I'll go to win it. There was no Arsenal and Liverpool. There was no Liverpool and City. There was none of that. There was none of that. So I don't want man to sit here and say the general public, wanted Liverpool to challenge for the title, and it was already expected.
We needed a row merch, Mons. We need it.
No one expected it. No one expected it. So don't do that. Let's not say we're not playing victim. We weren't supposed to be there. No one wanted us to be there.
Yeah, but he predicted man's if we put some consensus.
What was I saying, Roms?
Sarcastically, you're like, big Liverpool, yeah? You don't come on, you have to be in a title challenge. Jurgen Klopp. You were saying it sarcastically.
There's no sarcasm here, Roms. No sarcasm here because Liverpool want no more. This is the thing that pisses me off about Liverpool fans, is because Liverpool fans want to get big ups for being in a title race this season. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. You are big Liverpool with big Jurgen Klopp, and you've got still championship winners in your squad. That's what I didn't understand. Yeah, I will admit. Hold on, I will admit. I said Klopp would never win a Premier League again with Liverpool. I never said the Klopp was finished. He can go elsewhere and do a mad thing. But I said Klopp would never win the Premier League with Liverpool again. I might have to eat my words this season after this weekend.
And this is the beauty of YouTube, that everything is documented. Because how about this? If you're a footballer, yeah, and man, I'm going Kunle, this Kunle got washed, he's washed. He had a shit season, he's washed. And then you come back next season and bat 30. You think you're not doing this when you score?
No. And you have every right. You have every right.
You're not doing this one.
Every right.
You know what though? Yeah, you know.
But that's the victory dance, Mons. That's not the halfway through the season, let me get excited dance. It's the victory dance that I do.
Why do you not care? Wait. Why do you care so much? By the way, like he predicted, because he predicted Man City to be first. Let me finish here. He's predicted Man City to be first. Whether you're second or third in his predictions, or Kunle's or whatever, you didn't win the Prem. So who gives a shit? You didn't win. You didn't win.
What do you mean? We're not what?
No, because I'm talking about that's his predictions before Kunle cut me out, like as he usually does. Yeah, in a bit. But I'm just saying, like, why do you care about that receipt so much? I'm confused.
All I hear is that we're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be here. What are you talking about? You're supposed to be here. That's all I hear.
Because you have to look at it like this. Yeah, look, I get you yourself maybe didn't expect your team at the start of the season, or didn't want to put the expectation on your team at the start of the season to title challenge. I said maybe. I'm not quoting you. I said maybe. Maybe if you listen, you would get. I'm not quoting you. But I said maybe you didn't have the high expectation of Liverpool that many have, or many share to have. But we all have seen Liverpool over the past 5 to 6 years. That sets a certain standard. Whether even if City had all these injuries, we're still at the start of the season going to expect City to challenge, even if they had a lot of changes. They had a lot of changes to their team in the summer, as well as even last summer. We still expect City to maintain the level that we've seen them stay at. Liverpool have set a level that you guys can title challenge. When Van Dijk's in form, when Salah's in form, when you got some of the other players around them, Trent playing in good form, Alisson playing in good form, 4 world-class, that's a core of 4 world-class players. When you've got those all playing good, we expect Liverpool to push City to the end. So now when you're coming to look for praise for the team doing what everyone has seen them do and expects them to do, we're not going to praise you. We're just going to say, well done, mate. You're doing what you're supposed to do.
Thank
That's
you.
exactly what you're doing.
Thank
That's all
you,
you're doing
Joe.
right now.
I think you lot, mate. I
You're
think you lot.
shit.
Liverpool is
Nah,
supposed
I
to be
think
doing.
you lot, mate.
Nah.
Wait,
Nah,
Cass,
nah,
last thing. Look, Cass, last thing.
Nah.
Liverpool, as we all started to
It's
hear,
ignorant.
and as Man United fans
I agree
do,
with that one, mate.
Liverpool's the biggest club in England, apparently, to
We're
some
not
fans.
the biggest.
Bro,
Man United,
act like
we're
it.
not
Act
anyone.
like it. Act like it. You're acting like you've not been here before. You've been here
what you're-
plenty of
no, no,
times,
no.
my bro.
So what you're doing is ignoring context. You've literally decided. You've looked at the badge of Liverpool and the history of Liverpool, the heritage, and that's what you've gone on.
I said 5 or 6 years. Actually,
go on.
I
You go
mentioned the
before me.
recent history.
Yeah, he gave you the background history and he gave you the recent history months. So
I
let's
can't
don't
lie,
do that, bro. He
I
gave
can't
you
lie,
both
bro.
sides.
You know what this is? This is a sense of jealousy. Yeah, this is jealousy. You know what it is? This is definitely jealousy. Look, I'm a United fan, yeah. Obviously, I should hate these lot more than anything.
You're
right?
definitely the one jealous here.
I
And
know.
I did. Wait. Let me just say.
How about this? I'll
That
make it better
comment
for
is
you.
right. I did say VVD was finished last season.
I'll
He was
make
doing
it better.
shit last
Cool.
year. He can come back.
I'll make it better for you. I'm jealous of A, B, and C on this panel right now. Yeah, that's the difference. But you know, we're little bro in some people right now. But I'm just saying, yeah, we're snatching chains. But what's it called? Right now, just because a team is big in size, pause, and obviously has done bits in the past, right? Doesn't mean you can't praise them when most people rip them off, bro. Like you can praise that team. Don't say it's the expectation because the expectation wasn't that at the start of the season. Objectives do change, but to say that this is the standard, you should act like a big club. You should do whatever.
Okay.
You got the best this
Okay,
and that. The only thing is,
Kaz.
it just smells of jealousy. If I'm being totally honest, and it is,
Okay.
and it's a bit disingenuous in my
No,
opinion.
you're
A buzzword.
I understand that opinion, but my question is, what do you want? Okay, so what is it that we're supposed to be praising them for at this stage? Let me know.
All right, at this stage, you should be praising them for that they don't have no Trent, no Salah, yeah, and we didn't think they were
How
going to
many
do a
games
little
have they
bit.
played?
Wait, one second, hold on, Jules.
Stop this. They
Let
played
me
one
do
Premier
that.
League game without these players. One game, and you guys are talking about like they've been missing for 2 months.
All right, let me
Let
land.
him land. Let him answer the question.
Yeah. The fact is, they I think they played with they started 3 youngsters or something crazy yesterday. Yeah, by the way, where whoever you want to class as young, Elliot, obviously Connor Bradley, etc., right? They've rebuilt a midfield, a whole 3 midfield. There's no cohesion in there whatsoever. Actually, more than just a midfield. The only one that's really remained is Curtis Jones, which people who said weren't good enough, they were comparing him to Conor Gallagher, that sort of level. So Klopp couldn't coach. They said you got the best this and that. No, wait, one sec. They got not just people missing from there. They got the Asia Cup man missing as well. Where it's Endo who's doing really good at that point. They got no Sabozo, no one like that. Right? They've had no DM all year, but yet they remain at the top. They've been. Don't get me wrong. When it comes to defense, I think most defense have been a little bit suspect in conceding chances, but they've remained without DM and still kept what they've kept. Regardless, I'm just saying it's like there's a lot to praise around Liverpool right now. That's what I'm saying. Whether it's the youngsters coming on, whether it's being in all competitions still without even having recognized DM, why can you not praise that? It's the same way we praise you. You know, you want praise sometimes. Like, don't say you want it by us, like specifically, but through adversity, if you want to call that, since it's a new buzzword that gets thrown around a lot. You've had 2 centre backs missing, main centre backs out your team, but yet you are where you are. There's still praise. No, you did get praise. I've been praising it. I've been praising it personally. But it's the same thing. You could kind of say in a similar way, you know, maybe even City's showing a little bit of a difference. Obviously, they got world-class players and they can manage the situation better. But no KDB and Haaland for a little while is a bit crazy, in my opinion. Same way with all the Liverpool players that have been missing lately. It's a bit crazy. We tell a coach to coach, and yet he's coaching. When remember, it was all Pep Linders last time,
but Cass,
and now you still can't praise it. I don't understand.
Though. The difference is, though, you keep mentioning these players be missing. Salah's missed 1 Premier League game. Trent has missed 1 Premier League game. That is recent. Unless they're out for the next if they go out for and they're not back for the Arsenal game, and then they beat Arsenal, and then their title charge is all like in like it's in forefront, like they're really doing their thing. Then we can start praising them. They've gone to some of the big teams without their players. They've got wins. They're continuing to maintain the form that they had prior to these players gone. But they've not played enough games for people to be going out there and say Trent missing, Salah missing. They've not been missing for long. They've missed
Yeah,
one
but
game.
the whole point is, it's not about that. It's not about that. It's about
We went 2 months without a centre backs, and still people never praise us. They still don't praise us. They still tell us how we got battered by Brighton, battered by Wolves, battered by these. Wait, months. We went all these games without a win. We still don't get praise for it. I don't come here asking for praise because at the end of the day, we lost. But when you add the context, we go, oh yeah, we're missing all these players. No one cares for the context. They don't care that we're missing all these players for 2 months. We don't get praised for it. No one praises Tottenham for that. They don't. But when it's my Liverpool now, you want praise for missing Salah, Trent, because you went and beat who? Bournemouth.
George, again, it's time. I don't want. Do you know why I said I don't want praise? I just don't want people saying they expected us to be here because no one expected us to be here. So don't lie about that.
Do you know what you're doing? Wait, Monty, you know what you're doing? I remember we done a stream. Remember when we done a stream this time last month? We done a team this time last month when you beat West Ham and you're coming here doing the same thing. You wanted your praise. You've been thirsting for praise from us for the past month or two.
Let me land.
Cass remembers. That's why Cass is laughing.
George, let me land. This is that game was a West Ham versus Liverpool match reaction, and you lot wanted to do everything but talk about the game. The same West Ham that then went on to beat you, and have also
they beat us prior to that game.
So
we're not relevant.
They beat you anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I smoked them. You know what I'm saying? Twice over. So again, now what you need to understand is, as I said, it's not that we want your praise, bro. I can say this with chest right now that barely anyone had Liverpool top of the table in January. None of you. How about none of you don't even had us?
No one predicts.
Bro, no one does that. Like no one ever does that, man. So what are we doing here? Oh, let me guess who's gonna be on top in Jan, February, March. That we no one ever does that.
Let me land. Yeah, when it comes to the title, let me change what I said. When it comes to the title contending chat,
change what you said.
No one had Liverpool there. I literally just went and watched the Never a Foul predictions, and I already know the BSB predictions, and I already have a general consensus of people's predictions at the start of the season. People had Man United and Chelsea around that 5th, 4th.
We had. I can see it right now. We had them 7th.
All right. Again, Kaz. I sat there quietly and I watched you man talk.
7th, and also 6th. There you go. How about that? There you go. Then in and around. Yeah, but the receipts.
The conversation for Liverpool was 3rd place and 4th place. That is the reality. 3rd place and 4th place. Yeah. So now that we are 1st place with no DM, which everyone wanted to talk about. Yeah, I'm not gonna act like the Trent and Salah thing's been for long. So George, I'll give you that. You're right in what you're saying. We need to win more games without Trent and Salah for us to be really giving that sort of big talk. But we have also had our injuries as well. Not as bad as Tottenham's, not as bad as Chelsea's, and not as bad as United. But to have Joe Gomez playing left back isn't great. Matip has an ACL. We do have our injuries as well, but just not on in the way that I've seen Tottenham have their injuries. The reason I haven't praised Tottenham that much is because when you had those injuries, you went 5 games without a win. So if you were winning and maybe drawing a few, you'd be getting all the praise. And I actually have praised Spurs. The fact that you're 3 points behind Arsenal and you've lost your best players. And you're 3 points behind the great Arsenal, who are predicted to then give it.
Whoa. Hey, Mons, you don't need to double down, bro. You gave him his little to double down.
I'm not done. I have praised Tottenham for giving it a ride go, Mike. You know why? Because Basuma wasn't getting compared to the best DM in the league, better than Rodri. Saka's godchild was Brennan Johnson compared to Saka's godchild. Richarlison being compared to Gabriel Jesus.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, what's Arsenal got to do with this, bro?
Listen. I ain't done.
We're about to talk about Arsenal anyway.
So as I was saying, please, These conversations was Arsenal and City. Arsenal and City. Liverpool were considered rubbed, washed, and if they don't get a DM, I don't see them anywhere near the top 2. It's probably a third or fourth, but they should finish. They should finish in the top 4, third or fourth. There weren't none of this trophy talk, none of this Premier League talk. Yeah. So when Daps comes with, I had Liverpool challenging in the summer. I ain't hearing that because I heard that was Man U and Liverpool talk. Go check it. It's there. It's documented. It's on YouTube. I don't want to hear it. Yeah. That's you. When I said Liverpool,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
again. Now, so what I'm doing is I'm just coming back on my revenge shit. Don't say Liverpool was supposed to be there. Because none of you don't have us there. It's as simple as that. So
all right. Let me run these super chats before I forget them. Honestly, big up yourself. The reason I said it. All right, Mons, calm down. He said, Eddie, how did bits when Newcastle had now pressure expectations and look at Newcastle this season?
I think he's referring what you said
last season compared to this season with with expectations. Yeah, that makes sense. Doesn't mean you can't get praise for the season that you did have, regardless of pressure or not. Especially with the situation, where Eddie Howe took them from. Giovanni says, I get no one rating us at the start of the season, but now we're in a position and must win. Regardless of context, we rate Klopp, so he has to deliver. And then Tom Line, big up yourself. It says, big flange, Emery, Klopp are comparable at the moment. We was wrote off last season. Klopp got this squad cooking at the moment. Plus, big players missing. You're being disingenuous, which we obviously refer to. A big up for the super chat. And honestly, again, question for Kunle. Can Arteta handle the pressure of coaching a big club as Arsenal? Because Arsenal is a big club, because you guys are points-wise worse compared to last season.
Honestly, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. But what I do know is I'm giving the man till the end of the season before I reevaluate the situation. And I've said from the start, is Havertz going to be the reason that either makes or breaks your Arsenal career? I think it's going to more likely be breaks your career because he's still persistent playing him. And it doesn't look like we're getting a CM this January. So I don't know. But if he can't push City all the way this season, then I think the answer to that question is probably no.
Yeah, well, talking of Arsenal, obviously you smashed Crystal Palace 5-0. Now, the same way I praise Liverpool is the same way I would praise Arsenal. I don't care about what squad's on the field or what teams on the field or what players are missing. I still think the scoreline remains. Elise or no Elise. IU or no IU. Since when did we rate IU? Did you get what I mean? Like, they still had a full defense. They had Chris Richards and all them players at the back. Like Gay and Anderson. I think Anderson was there as well. They still had Nathaniel Klein. They had Mitchell playing. They did have Eze. Mateta. Pretty much, it wasn't that far off from a first team. That's what I believe anyways. I think Arsenal done well, considering that they had, one win in 6 or 7 or something like that and whatnot, and you kept yourself in and amongst it. That's why that's why I said yesterday, for me, it was a huge statement to rivals that they're still in and around and they can still score goals. Everything that we criticized them about, free-flowing football, being clinical, getting goals, certain players not, chipping in. Now, all of a sudden, that happens. I'm not saying that it's going to happen again. It might not. We yet to see that, but they went away to Dubai, done their bits. Smith Rowe got about 20 odd minutes as well off the bench. How can you not praise that? I don't know how anyone, even in the comments, can knock a 5-0. I've never ever seen that.
Bro, this is the football world that we live in, right?
It's the same 4-0. It's the same as a 4-0. How can you knock a 4-0? I don't care how you get a 4-0 or 5-0.
It's crazy,
it's still
bro.
4-5-0.
Still got it. Yeah, literally.
Brother, I just find the meanest clip of you talking the most shit about Liverpool during that thing as well, saying how I love YouTube. I love YouTube.
Clip it up.
How about this then, once? Go make a video about it. Go make a video about it and react to it. Go make a video about it and react to it. There you go. Video idea.
Invite me. I don't mind.
Anyways, talk on Arsenal. Anyways,
nah, but to be fair, there's always going to be scrutiny on this Arsenal team, and I think personally the victory was bigger for our fans than sending a message out to the rest of them, because I think we just really need to show the fans that we can still be clinical, we can still take our chances. The 1 win in 7 hasn't sidetracked us completely. We still can be ruthless, and we were. I don't think we were overly ruthless, but we took 5 chances and didn't concede a goal. Like, after the run we've been on, it'd be stupid to not be excited and not be encouraged by it, personally. That for me doesn't mean that we don't still need to dip into the window. I still need that CM more than a striker for me, but I know my fan base will kill me for it. But Havertz still looks like a passenger, bro. As much as a great performance, great win, 5-0, he just looks like an object in the middle of the pitch, bro. 10 players against 11 every time he's on the pitch.
Yeah, man. You didn't even, and I don't know. Mons might say something different. I will say one thing though. The same thing, not all fans were moaning about, but something when it happened against Newcastle, right? When someone was jumping on somebody's back and they asked for a foul, didn't hear it for when Gabriel did it. So I thought I'd put that out there, and just a little disclaimer. You know, the one where he jumped all over the Crystal Palace guy. But yeah, didn't hear an outrage. But yeah, look, other than that, look, they didn't even need to get out of gear 1 month. In my opinion, they didn't need to do anything. They set the tone. They scored all sorts of goals as well, whether it's at the end, headers, or from free play or open play, should I say. I know you might have something different to say, but I can't. Enlighten me.
Yeah. They're all right, innit? Like, they're all right. Like,
bro, this ain't Kears and Casey, bro. It's me, bro. Let it out, man. Say what you really think, bro.
Yeah, like, you man are all right. Like, I'm all right. No, I'm playing. Like, listen, you can't knock. Like, just to echo what Cass said, you can't knock a 5-0 clean sheet. For me, I don't even think Arsenal were that great going forward. Like, again, I feel like you guys didn't even get out of gear 2. But that shows the level, though, and it shows that the break was needed. It shows that the break was needed. I feel like Saka was the only one I was kind of a little bit disappointed. I think everyone else actually kind of impressed me. I was happy with Trossard. I think Trossard could have got 2 or 3 maybe. I was happy with Jesus. He was doing some snazzy half turns that would make, bro, I was thinking, some of them Cruyff turns and then the checks back. Yeah, Jesus was moving mad still. I'm not even going to lie. Martinelli looked lively when he come on. He looked like he had a point to prove. And Havertz was okay as well. And I think Jorginho was really good when he come on. I was very impressed with Jorginho when he came on. I think just an all-round very accomplished performance from Arsenal. You can't really knock defensively. Fine. Saliba dealt with Mateta as he would. Him and Gabriel is someone who I think we need to start speaking about more as well. His performance,
although Eze was having a little bit of joy in little moments, I won't lie.
He had like 10 minutes. Very good player.
Bro, he's a baller, man.
I think if maybe Elise and Ayew were there, maybe you might have conceded. But I don't think it would have stopped you from scoring 2 or 3, if we're being honest. I feel like Saka's the one for me, right? That's the only negative I'd even take from that game is Saka not really looking too different. I think Crystal Palace at home was probably a game where you still could have afforded to bench him. I think you could have afforded to bench Saka against Palace.
Yeah, do you know what? I think we should have benched him, but the way my manager thinks is we've had days off, we've gone to Dubai, everything is refreshed. Let's see if that's helped him get back into his flow. But he's not in his flow. I don't know how he played the whole 90 as well. He played the whole 90.
That's what I'm saying. Don't you think that if it's not for fitness, dropping him, it's going to knock his confidence? Because why are you dropping him? If it's not for fitness, let's be real.
Because he's not performing, bro.
I hear that.
He's a big boy, man. He's a big boy, bro. At the end of the day, look, you get dropped, players get dropped.
Like he's not a toddler. He's in kindergarten. Like,
but that's how it is, bro. Like throwing the toys out the pram. Like he's the only man that doesn't get dropped. He's the only man that no matter if we're 3-4-0, he's still playing to 80, maybe 90 minutes. It's crazy. Like maybe he does need to get checked a bit. Watch the game from the sideline. Evaluate the situation. Understand. Maybe he can spot some different spaces he can find himself in by being on the bench for a bit.
It's been like after a few years in this Arsenal team, it happened to likes of Rashford or something. He's just been coached to not play that way that he used to play. Like I think at times these young players they lose a bit of their natural creativity. They lose a bit of their. You see in those moments where they just literally just doing everything that they naturally know how to do. They're not thinking. They're just moving what feels right. They lose that at times because coaches coach it out of them. And I think at times Arteta, as you could see both of your wingers do, they tend to just turn around, pass it back, because Arteta's asking them to retain possession, similar to how Pep has sort of done with Grealish. Don't do that. Why are you taking players on for? Turn back and keep the ball. Keep the ball. And that's what's seeming to happen. I don't feel like it's always a thing that we can put on Saka. I'm going to sit there and put it on your manager because I'm seeing his performances get not improve. He's continuing to play. So clearly the manager's happy with what he's doing. That's what it indicates to me. If he's playing 90 minutes constantly, the manager's happy with his performances. So I'm looking at it and going, I think this is an Arteta issue, not necessarily a Saka issue. Saka's not doing what he needs to do.
I hear you, but the reason I look at it a little bit differently is because every year Arteta's been there, we can see improvements in Saka's game. This is the first time we've hit like a rut where everyone's constantly on him. I think it's more not that he thinks he's doing the right thing. I think because it's Saka and the fact that he is that one player that can just cut inside and whip a ball in and it'll be an assist or get a goal randomly. And Arteta's, I guess he's too lost in that thought that he can be the difference maker for the 90 minutes rather than just pulling him out and then risking, I lost the game and everyone's going to get at me for taking off Starboy. I don't know. I think he's overthinking the Saka thing. But for me, he needs to prove to me, dropping Saka for me is to prove to me that Reece Nelson wasn't just to save money. Because I don't know how many stinky performances Saka can throw up so he gets benched. You gave Reece Nelson 100K a week. Show us why. Or what we doing here. It don't make sense. So I think he needs to be dropped for the next 2 games, personally.
Well,
and have him think about things.
I wouldn't say 2 games. That means you wouldn't say
Liverpool, West Ham coming up.
Well, no, they got Forest.
Game,
they got Forest. So they got Forest away, and obviously, Liverpool. That's the statement game, really. That's the title race statement type game. I think. See where they are. Make sure you smash the like button. Just double check for us if you don't mind. You know what the fun button looks like. It's pretty much as white as my hand at the moment. It ain't lit, anyways. You know where it is. So please smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new, even if you're watching this back. Honestly, according to CM Journal, Liverpool are reportedly preparing a 51.6 million bid to sign Sporting defender Gonzalo Inacio. The 22-year-old is priority target for Jurgen Klopp. Yeah, he's a very good player. I think he's got a release. I think that might be his new release clause along those lines. So that might be it. Very good defender, left-footed. Can play the back 3. Can play left back if needed as well. Depends. What happens to Van Dijk? Does he go right centre back then, or maybe he's the one to take over the reins and play next to Konate in the future? But yeah, look, guys, we're gonna wrap up there. If you're a Man United fan, I'm gonna be doing a video about this Omar Berardi guy in depth and see what we can find out there. Even I'm surprised by a couple little things. So watch out for that video. It should be released in like a couple hours. Other than that, big up Kunle, channel in the description below. Don't be lazy. You know where it is. Description. And also Big Six Bands. Big up to George. We're back, and we're back with a live tomorrow morning. You know, that obviously things are gonna be surrounding Chelsea. If Pochettino gets knocked out.
Yeah, it's a long
I hope so.
Put me in, bro. I'll be sending you that message. Send me the link.
I will, don't worry. There'll be a few Chelsea fans as well. All right, in a bit.